guys, welcome back to a new video. Obviously I'm here again with Melon. I think he's probably just going to be in most of these videos, just chilling and also demonstrating a couple things because he knows most of this stuff. Today I'm doing a video on intention. So basically, intention is the way that you deliver a message to your horse and the purpose behind that message. A lot of people seem to think that horses don't know what intention is and that we have to teach them what intention is. But they already know what it is. They use it all the time in the paddock. Like a mare can lean her head against her foal to either give him reassurance and comfort or to ask him to move away. It's not where on this foal she touches him, but it's the way that she touches him and the intention that she has behind that leaning against him. If you think of it this way, intention is like you have your hands apart and you're creating this force between them, this bubble, so that they can't join, but really, you can just do that with absolute ease. So this is with intention. You've got intention there and no intention. So horses don't have buttons. Like I can touch him all along here. This is his button to put his head down, and same as back here, but he's not putting his head down. Whereas if I ask with a little bit of intention, he lowers it. I ask again and he lowers it. And that was only a very, very light touch. So you see, it's not about where you touch your horse, as I said, it's about the way that you go about it, your intention, the energy that you're giving him. So you can see I'm touching this little area where his button is, but as you can see, it isn't a button because I'm pressing this button, I'm touching all around this button and nothing's happening. So I'm going to show you intention in a different way now. So you can walk up to his flanks, he's not moving. He's just happy I'm touching this so-called button and he's not moving at all. Because, as I said, it's not about where you touch them, it's about how you go about approaching them. And I say it's not just about how you touch them as well, it's the way that you approach them. Because if I approach him like this, with no intention, and then I add intention, he doesn't move until I touch him because I've already gotten there, I've gotten all the way here, and I don't have intention, and I've only added intention at the last minute. I might just turn him so you can see a little bit better. As you can see, I can walk up to this place with no intention and add it, and then he moves. Again, I don't necessarily want him to step on his lead rope, but I don't stop it from happening because a lot of horses are surprisingly reactive to when they step on their own lead ropes, which is just asking for disaster should they ever come untied or anything like that and they step on it, and you don't want them to panic. So I just let it happen when it happens. So I'll show you again. So I can walk up to his flanks with no intention, touch his flanks, no intention, now I have intention. And he moves over. Again, that was only a little movement, but it was very light. And I'll always begin the pressure as light as I want them to be. So I'm beginning it now, and he lowers. So he's very light with that. And he can be quite light with this, but he's a little bit sleepy at the moment. So that was very light. He's finding the answer, and there we go, he found it. So you can see at the start, he didn't give the desired response, but I didn't increase the pressure. He went backwards when I wanted him to yield his hindquarters, and that's okay. He was still trying, and that's the important thing. And I did do a video on that. My last video was called Horsenality and the Try, and that was that in action as well, about letting them try and not punishing them for trying or anything. Again, I have intention now. It's very light, very lightly touching him. Good boy. So I don't have intention now, and now I have intention, and he lowered, have a bit more intention, and he lowered his head again. And I can bring it up and touch that same area, and he doesn't lower it. So again, if you think of intention as the purpose behind your message that you're giving your horse, think of it as that bubble. I'm imagining my bubble, there's no intention here. I'm walking up to him and I don't have any intention. He's sort of wondering why I'm clapping, as opposed to if I walk up to him with that intention. So I've got that intention there, he moves. So again, I wasn't even holding the lead rope then, and I obviously don't have a whip on me at all, and so I had no physical link to him. So that was all just mental connection and just being connected through my presence and the energy that I'm giving him through my intention, as opposed to asking him physically like this. And obviously that's a lot quicker and a lot sharper, but that's because it's a lot harder to develop the skills of intention, and it's a lot harder for a horse to learn that you know what intention is, as opposed to just listening to physical things that are happening right next to him. Because why would a horse listen to your body language if he thinks that you don't know how to use it properly? So if I'm doing this whenever I want him to canter, like if I do that right from the start, he's not going to know that I want him to canter. So if I'm lunging him and I'm going trotting, cantering, he's going to be like, what? Like, why do I need to listen to that? So even though intention is this sort of natural thing that they use in the paddock, you still need to teach them that you know what it is as well. I think that a lot of people imagine intention as, you know, I want my horse to canter, I'm twirling my lead rope or my whip or whatever, and you know, this is with a little bit of intention, and now I'm adding more, but it's not about the increase in pressure, because when I've mentioned intention to a couple people, they seem to think that it's the amount of pressure that you're giving your horse, you know, how big the question is that you're asking them, essentially. So it's not about the amount of pressure that you use, obviously, because I can drop this physical pressure and stuff. I don't have a whip, and ask him to move based off intention. So it's not at all about the amount of pressure that you give them, it's the way that you deliver your question to your horse. I hope that that helps with some of you guys with the intention topic, because I think that a lot of people find it a little bit confusing, and that's alright, because a lot of people don't understand groundwork very well because a lot of people don't teach it. And so that's what I'm here for. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to DM me, but because I'm taking clients now, I can't answer specific training questions about, oh, what can I do? My horse doesn't want to go into a float, because one, it's not that simple as, oh, you do this, because it also depends on the individual. As I was saying in my horsenality video, horses are individuals and they all have different thinking patterns, and you have to tailor the way that you address your questions to them according to what thinking patterns that they display. And also, it's not fair on clients who are paying to let me work with their horses if I'm just giving free tips online as well. So it's not fair on them. And like, I'm really sorry, because I also don't really have the time anymore, because I'm trying to make these videos for people, and I've got Merlin to work with, and then Leisha, and then I've got Pisces as well, who I'm riding a little bit, and school, and trying to sort out this business thing. And it's really difficult for me to find the time to, you know, answer heaps of people's questions about how to train their horses, when it's just really hard to figure out over text as well when I haven't even met the horse. So I hope that you guys understand that, but I can answer any questions that you might have about connection or intention or any of these things that I've sort of been explaining in these videos. So if something doesn't make sense, feel free to DM me and just ask. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Leave some questions in the comments if you want, or otherwise you can DM me, but just let me know. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.